Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Penetration channel. Today we're going to do a brief overview of my get home bag. I wanted to do this film outdoors, but due to the weather today we're kind of stuck indoors. So I don't really have a studio built to do inside filming yet, so you'll have to accept my apology for my psychotic cat that may or may not be running around in the background. So anyway, purpose of this video is I'm not going to do really any in-depth reviews on the items in my bag. I'm just going to kind of go over them and show you what I do carry with me every day. I'd also like you guys to offer some opinions on what I may have forgotten, and maybe give some suggestions on what you would carry or what you would take out, something that might be unnecessary. So the philosophy on this get home bag is, in case something were to happen while I was at work, and I wouldn't say it, let's just say I'm not able to drive my truck to get home and I have to go on foot. Well, my work is 13 miles from my home, so there's a probability that I might have to spend the night outdoors trying to make my way back home. I mean, there's a river I have to cross, all kind of things like that. Also, one of my sons work with me every day, so I kind of build this get home bag with that in mind, and I guess you'll see why in a short. So first and foremost, my everyday carry, let's get that out of the way. I carry a phone, my wallet. This is a Leatherman Sidekick. I carry this every day. I can't tell you how often I use this. This thing is invaluable to me. So let's see. I have an ink pen. Always one of those. Set of car keys. Another ink pen. Let's see. On my side, I carry the this is the SOG pillar. This is a really nice knife. I carry this for utility reasons, and if I were to need a tactical blade, this stays on my side every day, so that's going to cover that need if that should arise. So these are the items that are actually on my person every day. In fact, I'll put those back out of the way for now. So let me put this knife up for now. So anyway, my get home bag is designed to hopefully tide me over to get me the 13 miles from my work to my home. So first and foremost, this is a 511 Rush 12 2.0 and has the little hidden concealed carry pocket. We'll go over the outside of the bag first. So on this side, man, again, I'm sorry for the lighting. This is not ideal, but I'm hoping this comes through to where you can see it fairly well. So I have some carabiners over here. These are mainly just for some kind of shelter. These aren't, this is a Leatherman carabiner. It's pretty decent, but it would work good for a bank line or something like that. This is a nice one here. It's rated for climbing. I think it's rated for like 5,000 pounds or something crazy like that. But those could be invaluable if the need should arise. And on this side, on the exterior, I just have this little O-light. I think this is an I3T. Just a little E.D.C light. I mean, this thing is really bright for the size, and it runs off one AAA battery. And this has been through thick and thin with me. So I do trust those O-lights. A lot of people have issues with them, but they've given me good results. I use them for weapon lights and all that good stuff. Alright, over here we have a 511 water bottle pouch, and inside of that I keep a clean canteen, stainless. This is a single walled stainless steel water bottle. This one's 27 ounces. so I could heat this in a fire and sterilize water. And also, I have a double-walled vacuum insulated 1 gallon water bottle that I carry with me every day to work with ice water in it, so I will have that also. Alright, that's pretty much going to do it for the outside of the bag. On the, I think this is the administrator's pouch on the front. Let's take a look at what I carry in this. Okay, so first I have, this is just one of the cat tourniquets. Those may save your life one day. Hopefully we won't have to use those. But over here I have another one of the Olight i3T single AAA battery flashlights. Over here I have the i5T Olight. This also runs off of this runs off of single AA. So we have both of those options, and I do carry some redundancies with light because I will be, traveling in the dark and I want to be able to see. So here on this pouch we have, this is the Through Night. I think this is the Black Scout Survival Edition. It's got the nice pointed bezel on it. This thing has some crazy lumens. This runs off a single 18650, I think it is, battery, and it's rechargeable. But you could also take that battery out and put 2 of the CR125 batteries in it, and I do carry extras of those, and I keep these charged also. That's a really nice light, and it has like a night light mode where it's only 5 lumens. That works really good for low light conditions. Next to that, I have the Streamlight ProTac 2 500 lumen light. This is a really nice light, and it has the different modes: high, low, strobe. This runs on also a 18650, or you can substitute that with 2 of the CR125s. So that's a really good option. These are fairly inexpensive also, and they're very tough. They can take a beating and keep on working. And also with those lights, keep in mind that I will have my adult son with me, so he may need to go off with his own light if we get separated, all that good stuff. Get out of here. Okay, so over here I have one of the Right in the Rain notepads. Over here I just have one of these solid aluminum tactical pens. It's got the glass breaker and the sharp point on there for whatever you may need it for. This pocket I have this old SOG. What is this? The Flash 2 or something like that. This is a serrated version, but it's a good folding knife, and it has a 90-degree spine that'll strike a ferrocerium rod, so that's a good little knife to keep on you. I have right here one of the Bayite 1/2 inch by 6 inch long ferro rods. This is a really soft rod, and it's easy to strike. So as you can see, I've definitely put it through its paces, and it throws a ton of sparks. Alright, in this pocket I just have a compass. Those things can be invaluable in the woods. I mean, don't get me wrong, I know my way home from work, but if you end up having to take a path through the woods, you may end up needing a compass. And I have a weatherproof map of the state I live in. You just, if you needed to map out a course through the woods, just have some pain relievers, stuff like that in there. And then I have one of these diamond stone sharpeners for my knives to keep those in tip-top shape. That's pretty much it for this pouch, this front portion of the bag. Let's close that up. And let's enter the main portion. I have both of my, well actually this front pocket here, my cat's going ballistic, forgive me for that. This front pocket I just have a bunch of charging cords. I have chargers for the Olight PL Mini that I carry on my E.D.C Glock. Also charging cords for my phone, things like that. Pretty much all that goes into this pocket. Alright, on the main compartment, now before I get started, let me just preface this by saying I am not an alcoholic. I do not consume any alcoholic beverage whatsoever. I work for a sign company and we work on a lot of liquor stores, and I go in there and ask the managers if they have any of these leftover bags laying around, because they come in handy to help me keep things organized. I have tons of those, so. Alright, now I carry 2 E.D.C firearms in this main compartment. One's always going to be on me when I leave the house. Whether it's day or night is going to determine which one I have on me, and you'll see why. Also, the purpose of having 2 firearms is, again, my son works with me, and he he may need to carry one of those in a certain situation. So we'll start off with this one. This is a Glock 19 Gen 5. I got this in a We the People holster, and this has the PL2 mini flashlight on it. Now, this is my nighttime E.D.C. I mean, if it's dark outside, that goes inside the waistband. Alright, and number 2 is the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. This is the 3.6 inch compact with 15 round magazines. This is my daytime E.D.C. Now, I carry this in a Tolster inside the waistband, Cadex holster. Also, the benefits is my son that works with me is also left-handed, so he could carry either one of these firearms configured the way I have it, and work perfectly for him. So, in the event that we had to utilize this bag for its intended purpose, he would be carrying this one, and I would be carrying the Glock 19. But as I said, one of those is on me depending on time of day. So, as long as everything's chill, then I'm just going to carry one for daytime purposes, one for nighttime purposes. Alright. So moving on, I just have I believe this is a headlamp. This runs off of 3 AAA batteries. This is just a Coast, but this is pretty rugged, and it is super bright. Also has a probably like a 15 lumen mode, so if you just needed enough light to make your way through the woods or wherever you may be heading. And this one, it's an extra magazine pouch. So whether, as you can see, last night I was carrying the Glock 19, so it still has a loaded 15 round magazine in it. I carry Federal HST 124 grain plus P hollow points in both of my E.D.C guns. So if I'm carrying the M&P, I'll have an extra M&P magazine in here when I leave the house. But as soon as I get home, I put my E.D.Cs in my E.D.C bag, and I have home defense guns already set up for around the house, so I don't utilize these 2 firearms for home defense. Alright, and here I just have, this is a Carhartt beanie with an integrated face mask, so you can put this on and just kind of pull this up over your face. Really nice and warm, especially this time of year. That's always a good thing to have. And here I have one of the SOL. This is a 2-person bivvy Malar. Now I could fasten, you know, I could make a lean-to shelter, make a little fire, line the back inside of the shelter with this Mylar facing the fire, and keep it nice and warm for that overnight outside that we really don't want to have to do. Come on down, girl. Then in the bottom of the bag, I just have some various bandanas, microfiber rags, just regular old rags. You could use this as a pre-filter to filter some water into the into my water bottle, so before I would actually boil it and sanitize it. And then here we have, this is a trauma pack, has the cat tourniquet on there. I'm not going to open this. It's slammed full of stuff. I could, you know, do an in-depth look inside of this on a different video if you'd like me to, but for now it just says what it is. Also, I did a short video asking for suggestions on which fixed blade knife I carry in my get home bag here. But I had three options. It was my SOG, which, you know, I ended up carrying that on my belt. That stays on my belt every day, so I'll have that with me. But that SOG pillar here, this would serve a great purpose for tactical reasons. Due to the, you know, the clip point there, that's almost like a harpoon point. But the only thing I worry about is, you know, for working with wood, starting a fire, stuff like that. I don't know if this would, you know, cut the mustard for that. So I did a short video asking people's opinion between some different knives, and overwhelmingly they suggested that I carry this in my E.D.C get home bag. This is the Gerber strong arm. This is a brand new unused Gerber strong arm. Here you can see there's not even a mark on that blade, but I do have another version of this, a black handled version that I've put through the paces in the woods. This knife is extremely tough. I mean, I've put the other tip through the ringer on the other one I have. The benefits of this knife is, you know, you can use this for shelter building. It also has a really sharp spine on there for striking that ferrocerium rod. The SOG, that spine is kind of rounded. It doesn't really throw the sparks like you would need it to. So this is definitely going to stay in the bag with me. And, you know, if, you know, something hit the fan, it'd get attached to one of the arm straps on my, in the upside down position like here, to be carried that way. And this can be doubled as a very good tactical blade and a woods knife, so I couldn't argue with logic. So this is the one that won its place in my get home bag. Alright, what else in this pouch back here? Let's see, I just have some different paracords. I think that's 100 feet. I think that's 50 feet. This is survival paracord. It has the fire starting line and the fishing line in there, and the suture line, along with the nylon strands. These are a must-have. I mean, for shelter, that's the main reason I have it. Which, I mean, you could use it for traps, but I don't plan on being stuck out long enough to where I really have to utilize traps. I'm hoping anyway. What else we have in here? Oh, this is just an old school single person full length raincoat. It's kind of like made out of trash bag material, but I could use this to cover myself up. In a pinch, it will serve the purpose. Kind of like a, you know, a trash bag that's been form fitted for a human. Here, oh Lord, forgive me for that. My cat's going bonkers. Alright, in this pouch, I just have some extra magazines. I have a third magazine for the Glock 19. This has some Underwood 90 grain. I think these are XTP hollow points. These are some plus P plus rounds. These are ridiculous. I don't shoot these too much, but they'll do some serious damage. And then this is the second magazine for the M&P 2.0. So depending on which firearm I'm carrying, you know, one of these will be in the extra mag carrier that I carry on my belt also. And then of course that's just the Federal HST 124 grain plus P's. And just a couple little extra Rolls of paracord. Sit down there. Alright, up in this front pocket here, I just have some, these are just some extra, these are the CR125 batteries that I can replace those 18650s in my flashlights, because, you know. And here's a just a little waterproof container with 2 of the CR125s in it. Get some AA batteries for the O lights. Little mechanical pencil. Not much. This bag isn't, you know, methodically laid out. I mean, I actually carry this with me every single day. It rides with me in my truck to work. It leaves my truck on my shoulder to go into my work, and then, you know, it stays with me the entire time. Alright, in this pouch, I just have a shemagh. Everybody knows what these are for. These can be used for sun shelter. They can be used for filtration, stuff like that. Inside of there, I have some the mechanics impact gloves. You know, those can come in handy. I'll leave it at that. Then down here, I just have this is a contractor trash bag. You know, multi-purpose thing here. You could actually just use this for a raincoat, like a poncho. I could tear, you know, cut some holes in it and cover my actual bag to keep my gear from getting wet if I was out in the wilderness, stuff like that. So you never know when that might come in handy. I believe that's pretty much it. I don't carry a water bladder or anything in here because, like I said, I got the water bottle, and I carry a 1 gallon ice water bottle with me to work every day, so I don't really put anything in there. In this top pocket, I just have some reading glasses. I have some flash drives down here that I keep documents and stuff on that I might need. Just some other, I got some earbuds, stuff like that I use every day. Nothing really of importance in there. And that is pretty much it. So, hope I haven't bored you guys too bad. And that's pretty much what I carry with me every day. I'd appreciate it if you guys would drop some comments below and tell me what I may be missing. Now keep in mind, I'm not so worried about carrying food around because, like I said, it's 13 miles to my work from here, so I don't expect to be in the wilderness, you know, or on my way home for more than one night. And this is definitely not my bug out bag. I have that at home prepared. I'll go over that and my bug out setup in another video later. But I would like you to maybe offer up some suggestions on items that I may be lacking in my get home bag. That would be greatly appreciated. So, I'm going to bid you guys farewell for now. I hope you didn't mind my crazy cat running around knocking the camera all over the place, but either way, we will see you next time here. Oh, wait a minute. I have a penetration test coming up. I'm going to be doing some different caliber competition, you know, whether it's 10mm versus the 45 ACP with the slow and heavy projectiles versus the lighter and faster projectiles. I got a test scheduled coming out for 10mm versus 357 SIG, going through some really good panels that I made a short about. So we'll get those videos uploaded ASAP. I got to get out there maybe hopefully this coming up weekend to do the filming. Work and weather has been kind of holding me back, but I wanted to get this get home bag uploaded for you guys. So be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos on your social media. Help us get this channel growed out. We'll catch you next time with some penetration action right here on the Penetration channel.